Hi everyone. Hi everybody from Norway. Another installment of NetNar videos. Hey locals. Do you know where I am? Quiz. So another day's done in Bergen. It's only 4:30, but that's when the sun goes down here right now. I wonder what it's like in Arizona right now.
Hello, NetNar friends. This, believe it or not, probably not, is in Arizona. Okay, so shadow revolutions you have of deserts and cactus. Those are not cactus, those are ponderosa pine trees. And this is snow, and it happens here. Good morning from Strawberry, Arizona. Look it up, Google Maps. You might have to zoom way in to find it. It's so nice to be able to come out here and walk. And right now we're in the place where no footprints have been made before, so that's what we're doing. I wonder what's going on in Norway. I wonder what Mia's up to.
So I can't believe the amount of snow that seems to have fallen last night in Arizona. It's beautiful.
I know. I enjoy it so much, and especially now that the sun's out. And so it's afternoon here, so I'm kind of eager to go back out. But it's got to be like, well, I don't know what time it is. It's always dark in Norway, right?
Well, it feels like it these days. The sun rises maybe around 9 a.m. and goes down around 4:30. But every day is a little bit better now. We're on the downhill from the dark times here. So, but it's all new to me. So,
yeah. So speaking of dark times, how was the first week of your class there?
Oh, it's fantastic. Despite the fact that I think 75 students in one room is a challenge for the real vibe of connected learning. I don't know. I think it went really well.
75. I'm like sweating with 10.
Well, I think that the secret sauce in the recipe right now is that we have lab time together. So it breaks down on Fridays and Mondays where we meet in smaller groups. Smaller groups, of course, is 25 each. But I know quite a few of them now. I know their faces and I can remember many names. So this is good, especially since it's only been a week. So
yeah,
I'm happy.
I can see, from, Twitter, there's a bunch of people in there that are apparently from your class. So it's good to see some activity. And so we're already having some of that mix. And I was happy too that, we got everybody set up with blogs, Twitter, and Hypothesis in that first class.
Fantastic. Yeah. Well, we're moving.
Yeah. Yeah. So what are you doing this week?
So this coming week, we're sort of cracking open digital art, and we're going to start with the history of technology and how that's influenced digital art in particular. And then we're also going to talk a bit about the history of art movements and particular schools of art and schools of thought within art that have influenced digital art in particular ways. So we're kind of looking back in order to look ahead and make links. So, and also we're going to think about sensibilities that are important in digital art. So I think we'll eventually get to meme making and remix.
Yeah. And so we're a little like doing this at different paces. So we're going to introduce digital art in my class next week. Maybe not as deep into the genre and history. But this week I'm kind of picking up the themes of the ideas of tracks, what we leave on the internet, which it tends to be, I had them watch the first episode of Do Not Track. And what's really cool is on Tuesday, we have the producer of that, Brett Gaylor, who's going to visit us, do a studio visit. And so, to talk to him about this whole idea about information tracking and privacy online, but also he's an experienced filmmaker and he's produced web-based documentaries. So it's a chance to sort of talk about that as digital art too. And so stuff we'll be doing is also a few things with looking at our own tracks on Twitter, like an account analysis tool and the conversation explorer through Twitter tags. And then I think with just some thinking about sort of that where it's useful for us as individuals, but also keep in mind the fact that all this stuff is accumulated out there.
Yeah. I mean, this whole issue of data tracking, I think, is a key opener to a question about digital culture and concerns for moving forward for all of us. I remember asking a key question at the end of lecture on Thursday, which was, in essence, the question of what's at stake in this digital life. And one of the things at stake, of course, is democracy itself. And much of this has to do with, kind of algorithms that shape our interactivity and track us in specific ways. And we need to sort of dig deeper into what that's all about and think about the repercussions of that. So I'm really excited to meet Brett Gaylor and hear him speak about his work and this project and the things he's working on now. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm also we're gonna do an activity to introduce them to using Hypothesis, which I want to become a regular thing. So this worked last year. So the first thing we're gonna hypothesize together, or what does Rami call it? The annotation storming thing, is to annotate the event page for this Hangout with Brett, so they can sort of use it as a means of discussion about what went on, and then there'll be an assignment to annotate an outside reading. So I really want to make use of annotation as both sort of an academic tool and but also as a social networking tool throughout the course.
Yeah, sounds good. I think I'll weave that into the time we have during lab this week, is getting that set up as well, the Hypothesis accounts. So sounds good.
All right. So week 2, it's like moving fast, eh?
Yeah, week 2. And the countdown continues.
And shoot, I don't know why I'm not shaving, but I better take care of that before class.
You look like you're
like I'm a bum. Like I'm a bum.
No, not that. Sort of natural and enjoying that outdoor feeling.
Yeah, but I'm really exciting. It's great. I mean, to be obviously doing this again, but also it's in a different format as opposed to teaching together last year. There's still a lot to be said for it. And also, I really like this dynamic in the Kane class of having some students who've done it before and they sort of know the ways that I try to do these things, but also some new students who are brand new to it. So I'm really excited about what'll happen, and hopefully, we have some of our regular, and maybe there's a couple of new open participants who I think will be joining in.
Yeah, I see them already. They're quite active. So I think the community is growing rapidly. And, I think that it will be different than last time. But then that we have our alumni, or our NetNar alumni, right? Who sort of can lead the way and set the tone, which is fantastic.
And there's no hackers this time. None of those rebates.
No meddlers.
They're gone.
Did you see that discovery that I posted? That NAR, N-A-R-R, translated in Norwegian, means to jest or mockery. Ha. So it's a perfect translation for the spirit of the course itself. This, like court jesters, we proceed, maybe sort of foolishly at times, playfully for certain, but often wisdom is imparted by the fool.
I think there's a DDA in that. You just gave me an idea.
At least that.
Okay, you can expect it soon in the DDAs.
Sounds good.
All right, have a great week, and we'll touch base next week, okay?
Yeah, for sure. Enjoy it.
Come on, buddy. Come on, Felix. Come on, Felix. Yeah. Some of us like to run, and maybe the internet should be like that. Right, Felix? Shouldn't the internet be like this? This is what the internet should be like.